I welcome to Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets. It's great to see all of you joining us for this VIP event where we will be diving into how you can market like a pro without even showing your face, right? And if you are joining us live right now, type in hashtag live, or if you're joining us on the replay, type in hashtag replay. Some of you may be catching this preview on one of our social media channels. We will just be giving you a sneak peek of what happens behind the scenes, behind our more advanced trainings and programs. Of course, if you're interested in joining us in this VIP Zoom room and to complete the whole 3 days course, do click on the link in the description, and that's how you can join us for the 3 days Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets. Okay, I see all of the warm welcomes coming in the chat. We've got Vin saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Looking forward to this amazing training. We've got Tyra, and then we've got all of the hashtag lives that's coming in as well. So good to have our community over here with the insiders community. Now, my question to you is, right, for these 3 days, right, what are the key things that you would like to learn throughout these 3 days in Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets? Is it how to generate content? Is it finding different channels to be able to put your content out there? Is it finding new strategies, or maybe even using AI to help you with your processes? Do share within the chat, because these 3 days will be information packed, but not only that, it is also inspiration packed as well. Because as we shared, with our community, it's not just about information, but it's also inspiration that drives you towards action. And we will be definitely packing a lot of that within the next 3 days. And I see Marian sharing with us all of them. I would like to learn all of them. Tyra as well, sharing all of those things mentioned as well. Good to hear all of you really excited for the next 3 days. And again, if you're seeing this preview, do join us live. You still have time to join us. The link is in the description. You can still join us with our amazing community over here. So before we begin, just a quick disclaimer: all of the copyright is all help with simonleung.com, my internet events, and isummitmastery.com, because Simon and myself, we are putting our intellectual property, we have invested our time to develop all of the content over here. So this is just a quick disclaimer for you to review and acknowledge that that there is copyright to all of the content that we will be sharing. And then of course, there's if you want to repurpose anything, right, you have no permission to do so unless you reach out to us and we explicitly give you permission to do so. Okay, so just a quick snapshot of our copyright disclaimer over here. Okay, and then know that that we no video, audio, photography, or screenshots allowed. All right. Okay, so before we begin the session, just a couple of ground rules that we like to set. Make sure that you agree to the program guidelines, which we have set out. And then by default, if you are following us on this journey, you are accepting the program guidelines, right? And then know that no video, photo, images, screen, or audio recording of the content is permitted. Right, and make sure that you pay attention, have your presence, have your focus together with us, because research has shown that if you were to passively just listen, or maybe you're doing something else, your focus is split, then you won't be able to retain the valuable information that we are sharing. And the things that you miss could be information that would have made all of the difference within your journey to becoming a successful marketer with our Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets. So avoid emailing, social media browsing, chatting, web surfing of any kind, or just tinkering around with your phones even. Okay, and do respect the time, value, and privacy of others. We are investing the next 3 days together as a community, so respect is very important within our community. We want to make sure that we have the most optimum environment for everyone's learning, right? And make sure that it's a positive experience for everybody. Okay, within our community, we like to keep it tight. We like to keep everybody tight knit together, create a positive environment. Because like in one of my trainings I've shared, right, that the environment tends to be greater than will. Okay, and then it's all about creating a nurturing environment that encourages you to grow and to achieve your greatest self. So keep the positivity up, and then if we have some bad sour apples over here, yeah, we reserve the right to ask the individual to leave as well. Okay, and of course, most importantly, relax, learn, and enjoy. Okay, relax, learn, and enjoy. And can we agree to participate at 100% and with all of these ground rules? Type in agree in the chat if we all agree, because this is not for us, this is for you. Okay, this is for your learning experience, for you to get the most out of the next 3 days together with us. And again, of course, if you are catching us on the live stream, you manage to catch this snippet and preview, we will soon be ending the broadcast after Simon comes on board and shares a bit more about the overview of the program that will be running across the 3 days. So make sure that if you want to join us live while you can, do click on the link in the description. Otherwise, if you're catching this at a later date, then you'll be able to catch a replay of it. Okay, so without further ado, right? Good to see all of the agrees coming into the chat. You all are committed, and of course, do switch on your cameras if you're joining us live right now, because even though this is Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets, we are learning together, and we would love to see your faces as well. And especially when it's a 3 days sort of program, you don't want Simon to be like staring to a blank wall into the abyss, right? And it's good to see most of you switching on your cameras already. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Johan. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, Rial. Thank you, Karen, for switching on your cameras. And please, right, for the rest of you, Vince, also switching on your camera. Thank you. Please switch on your cameras. Thank you, Rial. And all of you who are switching on your cameras right now. So without further ado, let's give a warm round of virtual applause to Simon Leung.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ching Yu Tan. Let's give Ching Yu a huge round of applause. He doesn't get nearly as much credit as he should. He is actually going to be my co-trainer for this event. So a huge welcome officially to all of you to Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets. If you're excited, please type in excited inside of the comments, because we do have some amazing content that is the first of its kind that we will be sharing with you over the course of these 3 days. And of course, if you're joining us on the replay or the recording, everything will be done for you and everything will be all ready for you right away. So Narciso is excited. So is Karen, Rial, Vince. What about the rest of you? Let's get pumped up. Let's get excited, because this is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, I know that we are talking about faceless marketing as well as impersonal branding. So a couple of things. Number one, yes, please turn on your webcam. Let's engage. Let's interact. You are in a very special place and position right now to be able to be a part of this interactive environment as it happens. So we invite you to participate as much as possible. But in addition, is it okay if I share something personal with you? Is it okay, even though we're talking about impersonal branding right now, is it okay if we share with you something personal? If you're okay with that, please type in yes inside of the comments, because yesterday I actually celebrated my anniversary. This is my personal Facebook profile. Thank you very much for the round of applause. Now, the thing is, what I personally love about this business, internet marketing, becoming your own boss, entrepreneurship, is you absolutely enjoy the freedom to be able to take the day off whenever you want, to be able to spend time with your family whenever you feel like it. I know that Ching Yu was really hard at work yesterday and even had a live session. And I told him ahead of time, it's my anniversary, dude. He's like, go out and enjoy. You see, number one, it's absolutely amazing to have this kind of business. And number two, it's even more awesome to have partners, to be a part of a community that really understands you and they're always there for you. And really, you have their support every single step of the way. Do you agree with that? If you agree, type in agree inside of the comments. That's why I am so excited, not just about Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets, but actually about this community as a whole, to be able to take the time away whenever I need to and just really, really enjoy life the way that it's supposed to be enjoyed. Now, it was obviously a very great, amazing day, spent the entire day with them, went out for dinner. But what really got me was this little card. If I scroll down a little bit, you'll see that this is a card that my little 10-year-old actually gave us as a gift. Obviously, we didn't expect her to buy us something or anything, right? But because of her love, because she truly cared and appreciated the loving family that we have created, she spent the time to actually put this card together. Now, this sweet little card wishing her mother and myself a very happy anniversary, very sweet, right? Looks very innocent. Karen says that's sweet, and it absolutely is. But it wasn't even until after I've put this little collage together and read every single word that was on this card that this really got me. You see, looks very innocent, right? Mother and father holding hands, having fun. It says happy anniversary day. This is happy anniversary in Chinese. But right up top over here, she wrote in explanation of this drawing versus this drawing, this in Chinese is 当你老了, or in Cantonese, 当你老了, and in translation to English, when you're old. When you're old. So if you take a look at the drawing here and the drawing here, this is us when we're older. Now, if you take a look at some of the different comments that were up here of people wishing us a happy anniversary, the missus over here, she's saying, oh, so that's how I look like when I'm going to grow old. Very funny, right? But what got to me is this little message over here that says, when you're old. There's three things that I got away from this. How many things? Three things. Number one, when you're old. This is a very hopeful statement, isn't it? How many people do we know? How many people do we know of who never had the fortune of growing old? I cannot count the number of friends, family members, other people who are acquaintances, even celebrities, people in the entertainment space, politicians, anyone in the public eye, who left us all too soon due to unforeseen circumstances. So isn't it true that we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow? As much as we are hopeful and we take care of ourselves and we try and be healthy mentally, physically, we try to be happy, nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, the day after, next year, and beyond. How many of us can guarantee that this great fortune will actually happen to us, where we will have the wealth and abundance to be able to grow old? That's number one. Number two, you see, my little girl, she is very forward thinking. She likes to think about what happens next, what's going to happen in the future. This obviously is us in the future, isn't it? So when you think about the future, we always say, hey, let's do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. Make that decision right now. Do what you need to do today, because today is the first day of the rest of your life. That's the way that we've always been talking, isn't it? Right here within this community. But this got me thinking, because this is our future. And so what that means is that in that future, today, right now, we are living in our children's past. How many times have you thought to yourself, I had a wonderful childhood, or I wish that I had a better childhood, or I miss those childhood memories with my parents, with my loved ones, all the amazing things that have happened back in the day. Old times have changed. We say that too, don't we? But what we don't realize is that every little action that we make today, that we take today, this all equates to you creating your memories of the future. So what can you do today? What decisions can you make? How can you become a better person starting right here, right now, to be able to say, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, 30 years into the future, when your little ones are not so little anymore, and they're thinking back to what you do today, the memories that you create today, the actions that you take today, how will you be able to create positive memories for them? Make them proud. Do things that you know is suited for their future, because everything starts right now. We know how fast time flies, don't we? We are at the end of another year already. Isn't that crazy? That's nuts, isn't it? And before you know it, in a blink of an eye, months will go by, half a year will go by, and before you know it, we'll be celebrating the end of yet another year, and then the end of yet another year, and the end of yet another year. Right now, the now that we're living in right now, this is your children's past. This is our past. This is the past of all of our loved ones. So what can you today? What can you do today, right here, right now, that you know will be the best decision for that future you? Number three, the third point that I got from it. You see, we talk about taking action right now. We talked about what will you do today? Because time goes by so fast, in a blink of an eye, things will change at a massive scale. We're talking about business. We're talking about opportunities. We're talking about strategies. We're talking about technology. We're talking about AI. Knowing what we know, that we're not going to be around forever, what will you do today, right here, right now, starting this moment, that will ensure that your loved ones will be taken care of when either you no longer have the ability to take care of them anymore, maybe you're retired, maybe you're too tired as well, or when one day, inevitably, we don't want to think about this, right? Maybe 50, 100 years down the road, we're no longer here. What is it that you will do? Start to learn, start to implement, start to take action right here, right now, that will ensure that your loved ones will be taken care of for years and years and years to come, even when we no longer have the physical ability to take care of them anymore. You see, I'm doing okay right now. I'm not going to say that we're doing absolutely amazing. I think this year, for whatever reason, challenges have arisen, obstacles, different things happen here and there, especially if you're within our community. You would know this because people's actions you cannot control. And as a result, things get impacted. But personally, because of my passion for learning, because of my passion of scouting and securing brand new opportunities and grasping the brass ring, holding them with both hands whenever I see them. You see, as a result, I think that we're doing okay. Because actually, the interesting thing is, with the faceless marketing strategies that we will be sharing with you here, I have been doing them for years and years and years. You see, with faceless marketing, what you can also do, just like what we've been able to do, is you can accumulate sales, generate sales online. You can, if you want, make affiliate commissions. You can generate new business as a result of our faceless marketing strategies. And this is something that will continue to reward you for years and years and years to come. How many of you think that's pretty darn awesome? If you think that's awesome, evergreen results, type in awesome inside of the comments. Type in awesome inside of the comments. You see, this is something that not only we have been able to do, but what I realized, especially this year of many, many challenges, and over the past few months, the several months of people coming to me personally and saying, we need help. I'm not able to afford this, or my budget is very limited, or I want a better life for myself or my family. What I realized is that I need to do more. Number one, whether it's creating more faceless channels for myself, thousands more, hundreds more, tens of thousands additional ones, in addition to what we've already grown, so that we can be in a much better place. Or number two, helping others to do the exact same thing, which if you're here, that's what exactly we are planning to do for you. I know that my work here is not done. So hopefully there is that fortune for me to grow old, because the more time that I have, the more time that we have, the more lives that we can impact, the more lives that we can change. And I truly believe that this is my calling. So I know my work here is not done. Today is the first day of yet another first day of the rest of our lives. And there's so much more that we are destined to do together. So what I want to do right now is to give you a huge congratulations, not just in receiving the invitation to join us here at Faceless Marketing Insider Secrets, but also being one of the few who actually accepted it. Because the truth is, not everyone is destined for success. Not everyone can handle being successful. Not everyone will see an opportunity when they see it, and they won't take it either. You are different. You saw the opportunity and you grasped it with both hands. And for that, please give yourselves a huge round of virtual applause. You see, because it does take commitment, it does take sacrifice, it takes a whole lot of action, and it might take weeks, it might take months, it might even take years. We're not going to say that it's easy, but we're saying that it will be absolutely worth it. This is something that I believe truly, because it's changed my life, will also change yours. So how many of you are ready to begin? If you're ready, please type in ready inside of the comments. And so for those of you who are joining us on the live streams, whether on Facebook or YouTube or wherever else that you might be joining us from, now is the time to say goodbye, at least hopefully temporarily, until you decide to join us either in the live room for the next 3 days, or if you decide to get the replay or the recording, the online course version of this program, we welcome you into the Faceless Marketing Insiders Secrets community at any time. So we see Rial saying ready, Johan is ready, Marion is ready, Tyra is ready to be ready. So is Narciso. Tyra says, I came to learn. The earning is a cherry on top of a sundae. Tyra is always a lady of very interesting words. So thank you very much, Tyra. Always, always, always a pleasure to have you. Congratulations for being here. And for those of us who are joining us on the live stream, hopefully